Hey family.
Hi guys.
It's Tuesday, so it's time for another short tip. This week's short tip is revisit the conversation. Sometimes that's necessary.
Sometimes
revisit
it's
the
necessary.
conversation. What are we talking about?
So this past week we were in the car driving, and it's a conversation that we've had before, and we've talked about there's a certain situation and your reaction to that situation. It used to puzzle me until you told me why you react the way that you do. I understood it, I accepted it, I was sympathetic about it, and we moved on from there. But then we started talking about it again in the car this past week, and I got a deeper level of understanding about the situation. And it just got me to thinking, sometimes we need to do that. We need to revisit a conversation, not necessarily because anything is wrong, but sometimes because like us, we didn't sit down and be like, okay, we need to talk about this. But
Right.
it just happened to come up. And in that, I realized more about the situation, more about your response, more about your reaction. And so I got a deeper, like I said, level of understanding. And it enabled me to be more sympathetic to the situation. So sometimes you just really have to revisit a conversation, and you never know, you could get a deeper understanding about something.
Yeah, and this kind of goes hand in hand with another video that we did before where we're telling you to check in from time to time, right?
Right.
It's important for you to check in, make sure that you guys are on track with the goals that you have for your marriage and the goals that you have for your relationship and your life and all of that. And this kind of goes hand in hand with that. Sometimes there are conversations that you had and they may have been resolved like ours
Right.
was,
Yeah.
but then things come up and you get to talk about it again.
Yeah.
And because we've evolved,
Right.
and the way we kind of process things has evolved since the first time we had that conversation.
Right.
It gets that deeper level of understanding that you were
Yeah,
talking about.
that's good.
And so that's our tip for you this week. Revisit some conversations. Talk about some things. Just hash some things out. Bring up some things that you think may have been resolved, not so that you can argue about it, but just
Right.
so that you could kind of peel the layers back and make sure that everything that you wanted to get out, you've gotten out. Everything that you wanted your spouse to understand, they understand.
Yeah.
Right? So that's all we have for you this week. Revisit the conversation. That's all we have for you today. God bless.
God bless.